A black car has been circling your home for 3 nights. Inside is someone who knows the truth about your father. Archangel Michael says, I have been trying to reach you urgently before something irreversible happens. A black car has circled your home for 3 nights now. The man inside is not there by mistake, he has come with a truth your heart might not be ready to face. He hasn't spoken to anyone, not even opened a window. His presence is silent but charged with energy that feels like a storm waiting to be released. Something inside you already suspects that this is more than coincidence. You've probably noticed the unusual stillness in the neighborhood during those hours. Your spirit feels the pressure, but you haven't connected it yet to your father's hidden history. That car holds a secret tied to your bloodline, and it's getting harder for heaven to keep it from spilling open. Tonight will not be like the last 3. Something is shifting. A door between past and present is being forced open by divine hands. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, the one inside that vehicle has been watching you not out of hatred, but because of guilt. His hands carry memories and documents that could shatter every belief you've held about your family. He's here because the truth can't stay buried any longer. Years ago, something happened to your father that never reached your ears. That truth was locked away in fear, surrounded by shadows, and protected by silence. But divine timing is disrupting that silence now. There is a name written in red ink on a file in that man's lap. That name is connected to your father's last known activity before a certain chapter of his life disappeared from the records. The one in the car is ready to speak, but only if you are willing to listen. He does not want to hurt you. But he knows the moment you learn what he carries, your entire world will tilt. This message is meant to prepare your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Late at night, between 2 and 3 a.m., he adjusts the rearview mirror to catch a glimpse of your bedroom light. He's been timing his arrival based on your movement. His intention is not malicious, it's the burden of revealing a truth that was supposed to stay hidden forever. There's a safe box in the trunk of the car. Inside are 2 photos, a folded map, and a bracelet. That bracelet belonged to your father, but you've never seen it, because your father never wanted you to know where it had been. The truth involves a place, a woman, and a betrayal that haunted your father's soul till the end. This man in the car is the last living witness to that chain of events. And he believes he's been chosen to pass it on to you. What your father endured was beyond what any man should have faced. He chose silence over revelation, thinking it would protect you. But now that silence is collapsing under divine pressure. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Your dreams have not been ordinary lately. Have you felt the cold breeze in your room despite closed windows? Have you woken up gasping, with a name on your lips? That's not coincidence. It's spiritual download. Heaven has been trying to show you what your earthly eyes were never allowed to see. The car moves in slow circles not just around your house but around the memory of your father's pain. The man inside knows that you are the only one left with the strength to handle the truth. That's why he hasn't approached anyone else. This is not just about family. This is about legacy. The blood that runs through you has a story to complete, and it begins again tonight. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says, your home was never supposed to be part of this circle. But someone summoned this moment from the past. Someone who once promised to stay silent has broken that promise, and now the ripple has reached your door. The night your father disappeared for a week when you were younger, do you remember? The story he gave you didn't make sense. He returned with different eyes, a darker aura, and a silence he never explained. That moment was the seed of this arrival. The man in the black car was with him during that time. He witnessed something sacred, and something terrifying. Your father made him swear to never speak about it unless God gave him a sign. That sign came 3 nights ago, and it was your voice calling out in your sleep. Type Amen to get blessing 888. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. There is divine energy hovering around your house now. Your ancestors know what is coming and they are preparing the atmosphere. That car is not just a car, it is a vessel of judgment, truth, and finally, peace. The man inside had tried many times to write a letter and send it. But every time he did, he would feel paralyzed, almost choked by an invisible force. That force was fear, fear of what this truth could do to you. But Archangel Michael has broken that chain. Now, the words will flow. Now, the truth will breathe again. He is not a stranger to your soul. He was once like a brother to your father. Their bond was deep, but it was torn apart by what happened in that hidden place on a stormy night years ago. Type Amen to get blessing 444. This man is haunted by the sound your father made when he cried that night. It wasn't pain from injury, it was pain from betrayal. Your father lost someone that day who meant more than blood, and he never recovered. Inside that black car is a USB drive. It contains recordings, voice messages, and even an old camera footage clip. One file is named after you. He's been updating that folder for years, waiting for the courage to give it to you. Tonight, he's closer than ever. Your window is the last thing he stares at before he closes his eyes. There is something urgent you need to know. Your father had another side, one that even your mother only glimpsed once. That side was forged by danger, devotion, and a deal he made in desperation. Type Amen to get blessing 606. You will start to feel an unusual heaviness in the air tonight. Don't ignore it. That's not fear, that's the presence of truth pressing on your soul. The man will not knock unless you are spiritually ready. But you will feel it, a pull toward the window, a shadow moving across the wall. He will wait until the divine signal is clear. Archangel Michael says, do not run from this. You were chosen to receive this not because of weakness, but because you are the end of a cycle. This is about cleansing the bloodline. The truth may sting, but it will release blessings. What was kept in shadows will now serve the light. And your father's restless spirit will find peace through you. Type Amen to get blessing 555. This isn't a regular man. He is spiritually marked. He carries a scar your father once gave him, a physical reminder of a moment they swore to never speak of. That night, fire almost consumed them both. Not a fire of flames, but a fire of betrayal, blood, and broken promises. The man was supposed to die that night, but your father saved him. In exchange, your father asked for a favor. That favor is what brings the car to your door now. The favor was, if I ever leave this world without telling my child the truth, promise me you will. The time for that promise to be fulfilled has arrived. Heaven won't allow delay any longer. That man is here to honor his final vow. Type Amen to get blessing 321. 3 nights ago, when he parked for the first time, he saw a white bird land near your gate. It didn't fly away for several minutes. That was the sign from the heavens that the time had come. Your father was involved in something much bigger than anyone ever told you. There are people in high positions who still whisper his name with fear. But the truth is, he died a hero, protecting a secret that could have ended many lives. And now that secret is knocking gently at your spirit. It's saying, you're ready. Take the next step. The man in the car has tears in his eyes each night. Not just from guilt, but because he sees your father in you, the same strength, the same fire, the same ability to change destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 383. There are letters in the back seat of the car written by your father. One starts with, "If you are reading this, I am gone." The other says, "Tell my child I never stopped protecting them." Those letters were never sent. Your father asked for them to be held until the divine moment arrived. And now, it has. Everything in the universe is aligning for this revelation. The pain you felt without words finally has a name. And that name is healing, not hurt. The car will not return again after tonight. This is your window of truth. If you miss it, the spiritual alignment will close. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Your heart is already beating differently. That's not fear. That's preparation. Archangel Michael says, a sacred transfer is about to occur. Your father's final truth is coming home to you. Stand still. Keep your spirit open. Tonight, as that car completes its last circle, step into the light. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The car's engine hums softly like a low whisper from the past, vibrating with memories and messages that have waited too long. Tonight, as it idles under the moon's watchful eye, the man inside is preparing to move. He knows this is the final moment, either to vanish forever or to reveal everything your father entrusted him with. He clutches a photograph in his trembling hands. It's old, bent at the corners, but the face in it is unmistakable, your father, younger, standing beside someone you've never seen. That man in the photo is the same one in the car now. There was once a pact made in blood between them, in a place far away from your home. It was forged under duress, desperation, and divine witness. And tonight, that pact demands to be fulfilled. This is not just a reunion with a stranger. It's a spiritual unsealing. Heaven has cleared the path for a revelation no one else on earth was worthy of hearing. Type Amen to get blessing 121. 3 nights of circling were not random, each night represented something. The first night was the past, stirring. The second night was the present, vibrating. The third night is the future, awakening. The fourth is today. The fourth night is prophecy. The fourth night means contact. There is no fifth night. That's how close this is. That's how urgent this message has become. If you step outside tonight, you will feel it. Not just see it, feel it in your bones, your breath, your blood. Your body already recognizes the presence, even if your mind has yet to catch up. Type Amen to get blessing 292. The papers inside the black envelope carry secrets written in your father's handwriting. You never saw him as a man with secrets, but that's because he protected you more than he protected himself. He buried parts of his soul to give you a peaceful life. But now those buried parts are surfacing. It's not to disturb your peace, it's to return what was stolen from your legacy. And to cleanse a name that others tried to tarnish. You'll read names of people who once betrayed your family. You'll see documents showing things that were never meant to surface. But every single word will bring you closer to divine understanding. This is your spiritual inheritance. It's not money. It's memory, truth, and divine alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 414. The wind will speak to you tonight in ways it never has. Listen closely. You'll hear a whisper, and it won't be coming from your imagination. That's your Father speaking through the veil. That's heaven leaning close. That's confirmation. There is also a locked box under the driver's seat of that car. It contains one item you once lost as a child, a clue you had forgotten. But the man in the car retrieved it years ago, knowing one day it would be needed. He's been waiting for the green light, the spiritual go-ahead. Archangel Michael gave it to him 3 nights ago. That's why the car came. Type Amen to get blessing 848. You may suddenly feel like crying for no reason. That is your soul preparing to release what has been suppressed. Let it flow. Your Father's memory deserves to be seen in full light. Not as half a story. Not as a silence. This man carries redemption. Not for himself, for your bloodline. He's not perfect, but he's willing to risk everything to deliver what was locked away. There's a page in one of the envelopes that starts with, "Please forgive me." Your Father wasn't asking for forgiveness because he did something wrong. He was asking because he couldn't share everything in time. Type Amen to get blessing 616. That page ends with, "When the time is right, someone will come. Don't be afraid. That person will carry my final message. The person is here. The message is ready. And heaven is watching." Archangel Michael says, "This man is not just a messenger. He is a keeper of your Father's unspoken love. He has watched over you from a distance for years, ensuring no harm touched you. Every tear he held back was a tear your Father would have cried. Every step he took toward your home was a step your Father's Spirit guided. He is here as a living bridge between your pain and your healing." Type Amen to get blessing 202. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The moment you make eye contact with him, something deep in your chest will shift. It will feel like a door unlocking. Your Father's Spirit will rise with honor. There are truths that will sting, yes. But they are necessary for your spiritual expansion. You cannot walk into your divine future carrying a blindfold about your past. Once you hear the story, you will understand why certain things in your life never made sense. You'll understand the gaps, the disappearances, the strange glances exchanged between adults when you were a child. It will all align. This is not punishment. This is prophecy. This is sacred revelation. Type Amen to get blessing 535. When the man in the car finally steps out, do not be afraid. His face will carry years of sorrow and wisdom. His hands may tremble, but his soul is strong. He will call you by your name. The name your Father whispered in his final days. The name he protected with everything he had. This moment is not about the past alone. It's about restoring your family's honor and freeing your future from the curse of silence. There is a reason you were born into this bloodline. There is a reason this car came to you and not someone else. Your destiny is layered with divine assignments. Type Amen to get blessing 373. You have already sensed it. You knew in your spirit something was approaching. Your sensitivity is not weakness, it is a gift. Archangel Michael says, once the box is opened and the truth is received, blessings will rain on your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. Doors will open. Weights will lift. This man is not staying long. He will vanish once his duty is complete. He is not here for glory, he is here for closure. Don't delay. Don't let doubt stop you. Let your spirit speak louder than your fear. Type Amen to get blessing 777. This is the divine countdown. The heavens are aligned. The fourth night is here. You may hear a knock. You may hear only silence. But your spirit will know what to do. Receive the truth. Heal the bloodline. Rise into your purpose. Your Father is watching. The angels are ready. The time is now. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The air tonight carries weight, not of sorrow, but of long-held truth demanding to be released. The fourth night is not ordinary, it's the unlocking of divine mystery sealed in the silence of your Father's story. As the headlights cut through the darkness once more, this sacred moment inches closer to you like a wave crashing toward the shore. The man's hands tremble, but his resolve is unshaken. He looks at your window and sees the light still on, a sign that you're still awake, still within reach, still chosen. In his lap lies your Father's voice, written and recorded, aching to be delivered at last. You are not just a child of your parents. You are a vessel chosen to carry this fire and finally let it burn away the shadow that once cloaked your family's truth. This moment isn't meant to destroy you, it's meant to crown you with understanding. Type Amen to get blessing 505. Inside the envelope is a second map, older and marked with red lines and symbols. It's a path your father once walked. And this man was his witness. That path led to decisions that weren't easy. It led to sacrifice, the kind only a father could make for a child he loves deeply. And now, that sacrifice echoes back into your hands. Your father once stood at a crossroads, keep you safe or expose everything and risk losing you. He chose your safety. But now, the balance of time has shifted. The sacrifice has ripened into a message, and that message is no longer meant to be buried. Type Amen to get blessing 144. He steps out of the car slowly. His movements are careful, reverent, like someone entering sacred ground. Because to him, your father's home, your home, is hallowed. He walks toward your door, heart pounding, fingers gripping the folder like a lifeline. His eyes flicker with both fear and hope. He doesn't know how you'll react, but he knows he must do this. Everything he has carried for years has led to this night. The weight of silence. The burden of memory. The unspoken oath to your father, it all rises in this one step forward. And you, inside the house, can feel it. The energy shifts. Something ancient and sacred is knocking. Type Amen to get blessing 727. The moment you open the door, even if you don't speak, something releases in the atmosphere. His knees nearly buckle, not from weakness, but from the power of divine timing. The silence between you is louder than thunder. Then, he speaks your name. Not just your name, but the way your father used to say it. With pride. With purpose. With trembling hope. He says, "Your father wanted you to have this." And he gently places the folder into your hands. The folder, heavy with truth, lighter than a lie. You look into his eyes and you see pain. But behind it, peace. Because the burden he carried is now returning home. Type Amen to get blessing 212. You invite him inside, and for a few moments, there's no conversation, only energy. He sits quietly, shoulders slouched as though releasing a lifetime of tension. You open the folder slowly. Inside are 2 photographs. One is of your father holding a child that isn't you. The other is of your father standing beside a grave. There's a letter underneath, addressed in your father's handwriting. To my child, the day you read this means my soul has found peace. Your hands shake as you unfold the message. The man watches silently. He's said all he needed, the rest belongs to you now. Type Amen to get blessing 818. The letter begins with love. Not apology, not confession, love. Pure, honest, enduring love. He writes about decisions made to protect you from people who still walk freely, pretending to be family. He writes about his own broken heart when he realized the truth couldn't stay hidden forever. There was a betrayal involving someone you still speak to. Someone close. Someone who smiled while burying secrets beneath your father's silence. He explains how he tried to shield you. How he told the man now sitting beside you to come find you only if your soul could withstand the truth. And now, it has. Type Amen to get blessing 636. He tells you about a woman, not your mother, who once held power over your family's fate. She was trusted, respected, and dangerous in silence. Your father discovered she played a role in nearly ruining your destiny. But he stopped her. He stopped her with a price, disappearing from your life for a week to make a trade. That trade cost him something sacred, something he never spoke of again. Now, in the folder, you see evidence, documents, signatures, a legal agreement. All tied to that woman. She is still alive. But her power over your lineage ends tonight. The man looks at you, seeing your realization. He nods. You were always meant to rise. Type Amen to get blessing 303. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You begin to cry, not because of sadness, but because everything now makes sense. Every missing puzzle piece slides into place. Every scar your father carried silently is now understood. The man brings out one last item, a box. Wooden, small, engraved with a symbol you saw once as a child on your father's ring. Inside is a gold key and a note. When you're ready, this will open what I left for you in the hills. He tells you the location. It's not far. It's where your father used to go alone every Sunday morning, saying he needed peace. Now you know, it wasn't just peace he was looking for. It was the place where he stored the parts of himself he couldn't show. Type Amen to get blessing 626. Archangel Michael says, this man has now completed his vow. He will not return. You will not see the car again. But what he left behind will stay forever. The truth, the key, the letter, and the bloodline redemption. That's yours now. He walks out slowly, with one final look back. Not of sorrow, but of gratitude, to you. For being ready. For being strong enough. The black car pulls away for the last time. And with it, the weight of silence lifts. The air is still, but your spirit is alive. Type Amen to get blessing 505. You clutch the box close to your chest. The key warms in your hand. Your father's energy fills the room, not as memory, but as presence. You are now the holder of truth, the protector of legacy, and the breaker of generational chains. You were born for this moment. And now, it's yours. Tomorrow, you will follow the map. You will open what your father sealed for your future. And you will rise, not just as a child of a man, but as the chosen soul of a sacred lineage. The past has spoken. The present has awakened. And the future bows before you. Type Amen to get blessing 333.